Hi, it's Sammy here, you're watching StifTV. We're back again with the Santa Cruz Chameleon. Aluminium. Material choice, very important. The Chameleon's in its 7th generation now. It's always been in the kind of Santa Cruz lineup since I can remember. Good kind of touching 20 years now, really. It's always been one of those bikes that you can do a bit of everything with. The current one, you can run it 650B with the plus wheels in it. You can run it in 29. There's single speed dropouts available. It's super adaptable, kind of for a lot of different riders. In the past, I've seen, you know, when the Chameleon kind of 2 was out, the Chameleon 3, I've seen bikes built up for dirt jumping. I've seen the exact same frame with a 100mm stem on and a triple chain set used for XC racing. It's been kind of a bit of everything. So it's kind of pretty cool that they're carrying on that adaptability. So the current bike, super popular, been the most, I think it's the best selling Chameleon there's ever been actually. So since this came out, the Santa Cruz guys have always been interested in having a carbon version of the bike. Now, previously the Chameleon, it's always been there, it's always been super popular, but the idea of doing a carbon hardtail, maybe a little bit extravagant, but now with the C generation of the bikes and everything that Santa Cruz have learned from that and the popularity of the aluminium model, it's justified having the carbon version. So, without further ado, whoa! I can see why the guys at Santa Cruz wanted to make a carbon version. I mean, let's just start off with the obvious. The colour is absolutely incredible. Kind of bronzy, goldy, kind of brown kind of colour. It's got a metallic flake to it. Outside in the sun, it looks absolutely incredible. And I think one of the kind of biggest things on here, which is really exciting colour-wise, is obviously you got your blue down tube decal there. But if you look closely at these little bits here, Hope have actually made a custom colour-matched hub and headset for this bike if you go for the SE model, which is pretty awesome. So that's something to have a look at. It's pretty exciting there. Bit of Hope goodness in you, just from down the road. Cut that. Okay, so geometry-wise, the bike is almost identical to the current aluminium version. So you've got a near-on 67-degree head angle. It's got 55mm BB drop, and this is a size large, and that's got a 460mm reach. And they've kept those chainstays super short, so they're between 415 and 430mm, which for a plus bike or a 29er is incredibly short. We really like that. Nice long kind of front end, low BB, gets you sat in the bike, and that super short stay means the bike's stable because of the long front centre, but with the short back end, you can change direction really quickly. It's very nimble. Pops nicely for manualing, avoiding obstacles and everything. Really good geometry to ride. So when I say the geometry is nearly identical, the only difference is on the smaller model, with aluminium, it's quite difficult to build a really short head tube, but with the strength you can get from carbon, they've been able to make the small model have a slightly smaller head tube. So for smaller riders, it reduces the stack height a little bit, kind of get on with that a little bit better. And that's kind of particularly important as well with they're not making a Juliana version. So that's going to fit women better as well. And then in the bigger sizes, they have actually added a little bit more stack as well. So the head tube's slightly longer. So yeah, we're going to think fit's going to be a little bit better on this bike. Moving on to the features. Typical from Santa Cruz, you've got threaded BB in there, no push fit nonsense in here. ISCG tabs if you want them. You can run a chain device, top guide, bash guide, whatever you want there. Dropout system, very slick on this bike, so you can swap it between the Plus model here or the 29 version. So there's a lot of versatility here with this bike. So you've got 650B Plus, 29, or you can run it single speed in either of those configurations as well. So pretty cool setup there in terms of adaptability. You can have a couple of sets of wheels, whether you want it for different terrain, different weather conditions. Okay, so there's internal cable routing for the rear brake, the rear derailleur and the dropper post on there. You've got 2 sets of bottle bosses for bike packing, and there's plenty of space in the front triangle to fit a frame bag as well. There's some pretty neat features that have transferred over from the alloy bike as well in terms of tyre clearance and chainring clearance as well. So if you check down here on the bike, yeah, bags of tyre clearance, loads of chainring clearance. You're not going to have any kind of UK problems with mud or anything. Yeah, pretty neat, sorted bike, kind of ready for everything really. Okay, so in terms of ride feel, the aluminium bike's been highly praised in how well it rides. So Santa Cruz have tried to kind of duplicate that in the carbon bike. They've learned a lot from the highball C spec, as I mentioned, not the CC. So that's kind of getting a decent quality ride out of basically a more economical way of building a carbon frame. So if we have a quick look at the highball, there you go, there's a highball C. So that uses the same mold as a highball CC frame. But essentially, they're not manipulating the carbon as much. It's using a slightly kind of lower grade of carbon fibre compared to the CC frames, and they're not doing little things kind of like trimming kind of round edges or drilling extra holes in where the material isn't necessary. So we can kind of make still a carbon bike, obviously, but it's not as kind of expensive to manufacture, and that cost saving is then passed on to the consumer as well. So they've learned a lot from making this bike that's then been translated into this one. The highball's got a really, for a hardtail bike, it's very, very compliant. You can see there's a lot of shaping going on in the rear stays and the seat stays. And the Chameleon, much kind of like bigger tubing, so it is going to be a more beefy. So this is going to be a bit more capable as a bike. It's a bit stiffer, hold a line a little bit better. It's going to take more abuse. You're going to be able to jump this, send it off big drops, do kind of anything you can kind of throw at it really. Whereas, you know, the highball is a little bit more comfort orientated, and it's more, you know, it is an XC race bike at the end of the day. Whereas the Chameleon is kind of built to do a bit of everything. Right, let's just get rid of the highball. So the new Carbon Chameleon, frame only, weight, compared with an aluminium bike, it's a whopping 525 grams lighter. So it is a considerable weight saving. If that's not enough for you and you are looking for more an XC kind of ride, then the highball C frame only is 380 grams lighter than the Carbon Chameleon. And the CC version of the highball is a whopping 850 grams lighter than this carbon frame as well. So that highball's more of your kind of race pedigree bike if you're looking for that kind of thing. Okay, so there's a few different options with the Chameleon Carbon. So you can take it as a frame only. We can help you build that up. You need a bottom bracket or a headset or something, or if you want to do a full custom build, we can do that as well. We've got plenty of cool parts in store and online to help you do that, and we can help you choose that and make it the kind of dream bike. If you want to kind of do it all bike, kind of ready to go out of the box kind of thing, the S kit's really, really popular. We do a lot of Santa Cruz's spec in the S kit. It's kind of got, it's kind of everything you need really for the bike. It's got drop posts, got a decent fork on it, nice set of wheels, decent tyres on there, all set up tubeless. The S kit's really kind of a good one to go for. So check that out. And if you really like the look of these fancy Hope hubs as well in the custom colour, then the SE is the one for you. So completely custom colour that matches the bike. On the SE kit, you're also getting the reserve carbon rim as well, which is from Santa Cruz, which makes it nice and stiff, a little bit lighter, but it's also quite a compliant ride feel as well. So really nice wheel set to check out with a lifetime warranty as well. So check that out. In terms of wheels as well, both of those, obviously if you're going custom, you can put whatever you want on there. But if you are going for an S kit or an SE kit, we do both the 27.5 and the 29er wheels as well, either available in those. So check those out on the site. We've got one of these in store now as well, so that's pretty cool. Come down and have a look at it. We've got demo bikes of the Alloy Chameleon currently, if you want to ride on one of those. And then last but not least, if you want any advice, any help with the new bike, or any of the Santa Cruz bikes for that matter, give us a call, drop in store, have a look at the website, drop us an email, get in touch over Instagram, Facebook, however you like. Give us a shout and we can talk you through a bike that's going to work for you. If you've liked what you've seen here today, click the subscribe button, be appreciated. You can see more content like this. And also, if you've got any comments, drop them on the video link below. And if there's any videos you'd like to see coming through StifTV, let us know and we'll see what we can do. I've been Sammy, you've been watching StifTV. Thank you very much.